It is hard to imagine the world without the Queen. It is hard to imagine she has come to pass. It seemed like she would always last. She was so much larger than life. How could it end so fast? But here we are to say goodbye, to comfort each other while we quietly cry. She wouldn't want to see us like this though, broken, sad, in grief. It isn't our fault death stole her away like a silent thief. Just because we can see her halo doesn't mean she's completely gone. After all, she left her music, and that is how she will live on. She did so much for the world around. Strives so hard to leave it better than how she found. She is riding her surfboard up to heaven's door. And it's hard to find the right words, but I can do it in 4. Queen Beyoncé was flawless. We can take solace in this. Stop the spiral into a devastated abyss. Queen Beyoncé was flawless. Her music's theme was feminism and love, something that according to her, there wasn't enough of. Queen Beyoncé was flawless. How can I be up here talking about Mrs. Knowles-Carter? Did I actually meet her? Was she someone I knew? No. But since when was the qualification for the declaration of admiration, the celebration of adoration, and the commendation of dedication based on blood relation and the approximation of distance between the two? I would like to believe that my connection with her is more than skin deep though. Something we all seek though, something that keeps us up at night, something we get drunk for, crazy for. I'm talking about love. Beyoncé never wasted an opportunity to inform us about the unity of members of the community in a thing called love. From my single ladies by choice or by history, to my men who think love is a mystery, there was always a song that could capture how we felt. She sang about a different kind of love. It wasn't about physicality, but rather accountability. Not about sexuality, but rather authenticity. Don't get me wrong, some of her music was a bit wild, but let's be honest, it's been a while since she was Destiny's Child. It wasn't always about love though. Sometimes her music told a different tale, about fighting the supremacy of male, the constant barrage of inequality that she sought to make a rare anomaly. She preached that women could be strong, and that being better than a man was far from wrong. She proved you can do it all, said Michelle Obama. She made herself the example and went and became a mama. When she sang that girls ran the world, the lyrics empowered a generation. It told women to rise up and be leaders of the nation. It's not too often you see a star stand up and speak their mind. They'd rather shoot across the sky and keep on being blind. But Beyoncé could not be confined by the thinking of her peers. She pushed that pretty was not more important than intelligence, and that brains should be revered. We can all learn from the Queen in her music. Stand up for what you believe in, take your knowledge and use it. Beyoncé was well accomplished by the time she left this earth, and what she accomplished well was awarded for its worth. 17 Grammys, that's an impressive feat. Who would ever thought she'd earn so much from singing and moving her feet? 17, that's when her first album sold. What were you doing with your life at 17 years old? Billboard named her Female Artist of the Decade, something not to be taken lightly. She sold over 118 million records, so the honor was given rightly. While some want to take a moment of silence, a pause for the Queen, I know she would want us to sing. Sing our hearts out as you know she did. Sing like we used to as a little kid. Sing for her life and sing for her spirit. Sing that so even from heaven she can still hear it. Beyoncé left more than her music here on this earth. Think about her husband and to whom she gave birth. She's survived by the two of them, and both their hearts left a space that undoubtedly nobody could ever replace. She was the leader of the free world, and that's how she'll always be known. She wasn't ours to keep, but merely just to loan. Even if you didn't know her or you weren't her biggest fan, you have to give her props for what she did during her lifespan. The love she sang about didn't come from a Hallmark card. Nicholas Sparks didn't write a book about it, and it wasn't scribbled on the desk in front of you. It came from a different place, it came from the soul, and it was true. When I say the name Beyoncé, what comes to mind for you? She was an inspiration for both men and women, but more so for the latter. Her lyrics broke down the glass ceiling with a deafening shatter. No matter how she touched our lives, the fact that she touched them is what matters. She became more than just an icon. She wasn't just somebody to admire. Nobody could hold a candle to her because this girl was on fire. Not even keys could unlock our heart the way Beyoncé did when she performed. It's truly amazing to think about all the lives that she transformed. I could go on and on and on about quintessential Queen Bee. So many words describe her, but I'll leave you with just 3. Beyoncé was flawless.